What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Chris out on the Go Wing, and I am making this video because riding a motorcycle for me, actually what it does, it relieves my stress. Believe it or not, I don't think about my problems and issues that I may have going on. Maybe because I'm focused on the traffic and other motorists, but when I get out here on my bike, I just it's a stress-free atmosphere. And so that is something, who wants to live in stress? Who wants gray hair, for a young person? But you don't want that type of stress in your life. So for me, riding a motorcycle is stress-free. A lot of people will always harp on, man, that's dangerous. I don't see how you do it. And I'm gonna be honest with you. In my very early teenage years, or my early 20s, I didn't understand. I was afraid of motorcycles. I didn't actually grow up riding motorcycles. I grew up, riding bikes, bicycles, but not motorized bikes. When I was a kid, I had a buddy of mine. He actually gave me a ride on the back of a moped. I guess that's what we used to call it back then, a moped. It probably only got up to maybe 35 miles an hour, and I rode on the back. And it actually scared the heck out of me, really. He was pushing that bike. It was only going about 35, but I probably was 9 or 10 at the time. And the guy had a little scooter, moped or whatever. But it scared me. So, but I didn't grow up riding motorcycles. I just grew up on bicycles. But when I got older, maybe around, I think I was maybe 18 or 19, I saw a relative get on the motorcycle, man, and it made my heart drop. I just couldn't, the sound of the engine and, just the fact of being on a bike, it to me, it was just scary. I didn't understand it. A few years later, I did learn how to ride a motorcycle myself, and, I kind of fell in love with it ever since. But, I guess I'm bringing this point up to say that I didn't understand it. So a lot of people don't understand what it means to ride a motorcycle. They just look at, if you're used to riding a car, if you're used to just riding a car, you're really not going to understand a motorcycle. Even for me, when I ride my motorcycle all of the time, when I get in a car, I feel funny. I feel different. I don't even feel, I feel heavier. I feel like, because a car may weigh, 3, 4, 5,000 pounds maybe. When I get in a car after riding my motorcycle for several, for extended periods of time, it feels weird to me. It feels like I move slower because I'm in a vehicle. I can't get there as quick. So I just said that to say, if you're used to just riding a car, you don't understand what it means to ride a motorcycle. You can't fathom it. You can't wrap your mind around it because you just never done it. And when you see it, it looks dangerous and scary. Or you hear about a lot of accidents and things like that. And you have more automobile accidents than motorcycle accidents. If you want to look at the statistics, yeah, there are more automobiles than motorcycles, but you have more people having accidents in cars than you do on motorcycles. But a lot of those guys. But when you look at the situation surrounding a motorcycle accident, let me ask some questions. And you don't know the answer to these questions. What color were they wearing? Was they wearing high visibility colors, or were they wearing jet black? Were they speeding? Did they have motorcycle license? Have they ever had any motorcycle classes? What kind of driving skills did they have? Because I see some guys out here on these motorcycles, man. They'll pop a wheelie out on the interstate and sit on the handlebars. I wouldn't do that. You got some of these guys, man, they'll stand on the back pegs and they'll pop a wheelie, you know, for an extended period of time, you know. So, you know, I wouldn't do that. So, you know, most of the times you don't know the circumstances surrounding the motorcycle accidents, you know. Now, one thing I do know is most accidents occur at intersections. Keep that in mind. Most accidents occur at intersections, be it a car or a motorcycle, especially a motorcycle. So when you are going through intersections and when you're fixing to approach an intersection or anywhere that a car can come out, you just need to pay more attention. You need to give yourself room to stop. You know, if you're going too fast and somebody pull out, then you can't stop. You know, so I'm not saying that riding a motorcycle is not dangerous. I'm saying that you just have to take the extra precautions. You know, and it's not bad. You know, I know a lot of you guys, your wives don't want you to get a bike, or your girlfriend don't want you to get a bike, or your family don't want you to get a bike, and you know, because they don't understand it. If you've been driving cars all your life, you wouldn't understand a motorcycle. You just can't wrap your mind around it because you only see the negative, you only see the bad. But I'm here to tell you from my personal experience is that every time that I ride my motorcycle, it relieves my stress. Every time. If I have any stress, it relieves it. You know, let me ask a question. Have you ever seen a bunch of motorcycles parked outside a psychiatrist's office? You know, I've never seen it. I've never seen a bunch of motorcycles. I haven't seen any motorcycles parked outside of a psychiatrist's office. Because once you start riding a motorcycle, it's almost, or it is, a form of relieving stress. So I just want to put that out there for you guys. So if you guys are thinking about getting a motorcycle, I say go for it. You know, take the motorcycle safety foundation course and, you know, learn the basic knowledge and skills on how to ride a motorcycle. And it takes a while to get out here and get comfortable riding around amongst the cars, you know, riding in the traffic. You know, it takes, you know, it just kind of takes a while to get used to that. You know, but after a while, it kind of becomes second nature, you know, so it's not that bad. So just get out there and ride, man. I wish everybody had a motorcycle, you know, but I know that's not possible. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys. This is your boy Chris out here on the Gold Wing, and I will talk to you guys later. See ya.